Righto, well, g'day everybody. This is a replay cast of a game I had recently in the GSOR, the Tier 9 British light tank. Not a ace tank or anything, but I thought it would be good to put it up because it's not a bad game. I had a lot of fun. This is a great little tank. I quite like it indeed. Word of warning, I don't run the big gun on it. I run the 83.4mm gun, I think it is, or 85mm gun, something like that. I run that one because it's not an awful lot different to the 90mm gun, which is the big gun on it. In fact, it has 5mm more penetration on its gold round than the 90mm gun, 0.1 of a second more aim time, and something like less than a second more reload time. So for the amount of money, or for the amount of XP it costs you to grind out for the 90mm gun, I didn't think it was worth it on my grind to the Manticore. So I just played with the 85mm or whatever it is, and it worked a treat for me. So anyhow, let's crack on. So south spawn of Deep Fried Line, well, Siegfried Line, everyone calls it Deep Fried Line, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Gonna run out to the bowl or the basin and try and get a couple of spots out, both into the centre and the centre of the town, or the centre south bit of the town. West bit of the town, not the south bit of the town. And up the other end, right? So here we go. Just clearing the pipes and we're off. So I make a mistake of running too close in here. I get spotted early in the game. I was going to head to these bushes, but I got spotted by that 1390, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think the first shot come in was aimed at the 44. I don't think I got spotted until after he got spotted. So now it's time for me to run and dodge and weave and dodge and weave and dodge and weave and get my track blown off. Great shot from the T44. Time to get out wide and basically not be spotted anymore rather quickly, I think. So out wide, get out of their spotting circle and get down to where I wanted to go originally. So heading down there, the poor Lynx has got down there early and he's copping a bit of a pasting from what turns out to be the Centurion 7.1 and the 1390 up here. So I'm going to jump up into this bush and call in shots on the Centurion 7.1. Try and get some shots into these guys, but just not good enough. Not good enough. Get a shot into the Centurion. No, I've been spotted. Duck down. I've got an Edelweiss here for company. Spotting damage coming in on the Centurion. Our Lynx has gone down, unfortunately, but not much I could do to help him. He did overcommit a bit, I think. I know what he was trying to do, because it's exactly what I do in my wheeled vehicle, right? Is get up there and try and find the Artie, but unfortunately the Centurion and the 1390 had other ideas on him, so just the way it is. So I'm now pulling some active spotting out on the centre there, which is good. I'm just running around now, not only confusing the enemy but also confusing myself, clearly. Up into the bush again, and now I'm just going to call in some shots. I don't think I take any shots for a little while here, although this gun is quite accurate, so you can take a shot, know you're going to be spotted, and just back off, right? So I can't help but think that maybe, just maybe, I'm hoping that Edelweiss was spotted and I didn't back off in front of him and cause him to just get shot, but I think if I'm spotted, he's probably spotted as well, but anyhow, I guess we'll never know. I'm going to keep on going back to that bush because it's proving fruitful for me. 1612 assistance damage, and there goes the Edelweiss. Just got nailed by the Progetto, I believe. Yes, the Progetto. Got the E75 in scope here, but I'm just not confident about the shot, so I'm not taking it.
Permission to engage.
I am confident about that shot though, so I have taken it. Now, this is where it gets a bit hairy.
We're immobilized.
Tracked, hit 3 times I think. So it's now time to use the Edelweiss as a bit of cover. As my friend Monash SQ from my old clan used to say, he died in a real good spot. So, you know, whenever we were playing skirmish or whatever, and we're all making a run up the thing, and someone looks like they're getting a hammer, and Monash used to say, "Die in a good spot, will you?" Make sure your carcass actually offers protection for the thing, which everyone thought was a great laugh, and I still think it's quite funny. So if you're watching Monash, call out to you, buddy. I'm still calling in, well not calling in, but I'm still spotting these guys here. I'm waiting to see where that 1390 and that Centurion 7 has gone, because I suspect, like the Lynx did, I suspect at this time that the Artie was sitting up the other end there at A1. So I'd like to see those two go before I go up there. And my suspicion did turn out to be correct, by the way, but I was thinking he was there at this time. Because why else would the Centurion hang about out there if he wasn't maybe trying to protect the Artie, was my thoughts. He's a bit far away to be, yeah, there he is, popped up again. He's a bit far away to be of any use with his big gun, you know, where he is. So kind of figuring he must have been doing something like just keeping an overwatch on the Artie. And he's incoming now, so I think I call in some shots from him here. Yeah, I do. Now he spots me. I put a shot down range but miss him, but I knew I'd been spotted because he stopped and pointed his gun straight at me, so it's time to get out of here. He cops one from the Scorpion, I believe. Our boys are dying quite heavily in the city, I believe, so I looked at the Lorraine 40 ton about now and thought, you know, what are you doing back there, buddy? But it turns out it come in handy later on because it saved me having to go back and possibly reset the cap. So I was actually glad that he was there because I could then push on. So, and I believe now that it's safe to go up after the Artie. Now the Centurion's dead, and I think the Scorp got him, which was really good. Or someone got him anyway, but and that's you know, really handy. So I start yelling for help and start heading up, and sure enough, there's the GW. So it's time to put a hurtin' on him.
Target acquired.
I auto lock on him. As soon as I did, he disappears, and that's because I'm down low, obviously, so I can't keep the spot on him. But just before I get there, a shot comes in and stuns the hell out of him. I do a drive-by on him, finish him off, and now try and stay low, because there could be anything out there looking our way. I'm just trying to run between the ridges here and try and keep low until my spot goes away. Try and find a break in these Hinkelsteins to get through. Actually, they're not Hinkelsteins, they're tank traps. Anyhow, Hinkelsteins are designed to keep tanks on roads. Tank traps are designed to keep tanks out of things. I digress. So now it's time to run in after whatever damage we can pick up. Now I'm looking for this 1390, and there he is. So this is a bit of fun. I come ripping around behind him. I don't think he even noticed me. I went by him, and I'm just looking at him saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me." But he's too busy. So up the arse for you, buddy. And then bang, he put a shot into me, and then he takes my track, and then the Scorpion kills him. So I wanted to try and take his attention away from the Scorpion because I knew he could have done some damage to the Scorpion, but the Scorpion's full health anyway, so I shouldn't have bothered. But my plan was to try and get the guy looking at me to make sure the Scorpion got a decent run in. So that's it in a nutshell. Game's all over. So yeah, let's have a look at the end plates now and get out of this replay, I guess. So, personal score. Let's have a bit of a deco at this. Mastery badge 2 for that game. Spotter, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Confederate, and Patrol Duty. So that is basically the two biggies in the scouting world, I guess. 52,500 coin I made, 3,258 XP and 4 bonds, 4,900 and I can't remember whether that's 86 or 66. We'll have a look on the other screen. Spotting damage, sorry, not spotting, assistance damage, and 1,500 odd actual damage. So let's go and have a look at the team score. I come 7th on damage by the looks of things, and 2nd on XP. If that's a mastery 2, that means that on the GSOR the ace tanker badge has got to be up around 1550, something like that, I should imagine. Either way, I don't really, I mean, it's nice to get ace tankers, but it's not a thing I chase anymore, especially not with my hand the way it is. But anyhow, that's the way it is. So detail report, 1536 actual damage and 4986 assistance damage. So that's what, 6566. Yeah, about 6,600 combined, I think, isn't it? About 6,600 combined for a reasonably short game. Obviously I expended a lot of coin there firing putting APCR down the spout all the time, but it's what you have to do in this tank. I mean, you notice the loadout's 25 shells in total, and you know, you'd be foolish not to throw in mostly APCR, and I carry 1 HE round just for if you have to reset a cap or whatever. I made, even after firing all that down the spout, I made 3,849 coins still, and 3,258 XP. So not a bad game, I didn't think. I titled it Fun in the GSOR, and I thought it was a fun game, so I thought I'd share it with you. If you're watching this will be out on Thursday, so Thursday night I will be streaming again, so come in and tune in at 7 o'clock. I think I start on Thursday night, and I'll go through to probably 10 or maybe 11 depending on how I feel. So yeah, come and join me, come and say good day. 7 ACAVs, fun in tanks. Alright, I'll leave yous be. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this, and we'll catch you again. See yous.